Hello my friends, this is Ranger Rob and welcome to the Ranger Rob Country Living channel. And get the door shut. And we do not have a sparkling day in Central Oregon today. We have a pretty day but very windy, so it's kind of a pain. Every time I come outside it's like, is that broken? Looks like I got one of my tarps tore on my chicken tractor out there, so not that big a deal. However, today we got to find some pots. Yes sirree, got to find a little pot. Got to get my fix. Got to have some pots. And what my problem is I started, boy, it's really windy, sorry about the noise. So the problem is I got all these tomatoes I planted too early. I want to save some of them, but I'm not going to be able to save very many. So I need to transfer some of them into bigger pots. And I only need half a dozen or so. So I've got some up here already. In fact, that's almost enough right there to do what I want to do. We got pots right here. And yeah, so I think I've actually found what I want. I might have some more in here. Then again, maybe not. So Sherry and I are going to be scrubbing this out. So I'm going to fill one of these tanks and then put a heater in it so we have warm water. Because we got to scrub pots this weekend. And yeah, nothing but pure fun around here. So let me take these pots in, and there's none in here. I've got more in the garage. So yeah, and transplant some tomatoes into bigger pots, and save what I can. So yeah, lots of things going on. And there's that wind again. So Sherry and I are having a good discussion about how prepared we are in certain things. And so some of the questions that we're asking ourselves, I'm going to ask you, our viewers, is Sherry and I are not happy with how much food we have backed up for our pets and animals. Now, we're not going to do everything at once. It's very costly. But for example, our dogs eat wet food and dry food. So we keep a bag of their dog food in here. Everything we keep, we got to protect because we don't want mice or anything getting into them. And so our wet food comes from Chewy, and I get 3 cases of that a month, which will hold us, that's like 32 cans a month. I was up to 90, so I've got a backup of $90 worth. So I used to get 5 to 6 cases a month, and I just dropped it. So I've got quite a few cases of wet food for backup that'll will rotate through. But dry food, we keep a can of dry food, a case. We have a garbage can in the garage of backup food for our dogs and cat. And we just don't think that's enough. We kind of want to double that. And then our chickens and pigs, we want to get more backup food for them. The problem is stirring it where we don't let critters get into it. So whatever we do, it's got to be protected. So that's the big problem. Now the second thing is I am in the green room, what we call the green room. This is where we raise plants. And you see a lot of my tomatoes are too big. They're outgrowing their holders. And I started them too early, but I still got a lot of nice plants. So some of these I want to save and put them into bigger pots like this. Especially the ones that are kind of unique kinds. And see if I can get them to stay healthy until it warms up and I can actually move them into the Dutch buckets. So the other thing I got to do is I have more lights coming. So we're using these LED lights, the same ones that are used at Living Traditions. And I need to put 2 sets of lights in the middle section here. So those will be in a couple of days. And then I got to get more of these adjustable strings for that. That way, our plan is we want to sell starters at the Crooked River Ranch farmers market. And so I can kick out those really easy, but I got to get the rest of this all cleared out. So yeah, so very busy as far as growing stuff. And we got a lot, as you know, as we were talking about, we got a lot of our early spring plants planted, and that's a good thing. But then we'll start going into summer stuff. Like our last frost date is usually around June 10th. So we're not going to the market till June 1st. So I've got to start some plants for summer to have them ready for, because this is April, May. So in May I'd like to actually have some summer plants ready for people to transfer into their, at least their greenhouses. So yeah, crazy, lots of things to do, and I feel definitely overwhelmed. Well guys, today's Saturday, and today's a Dutch day. Why is it, you know why it's a Dutch day? Sherry actually made Dutch babies, and they were really good. Never had those before. And today we're getting ready to go out to today's greenhouse day, and we're going to be cleaning and sanitizing and doing all kinds of stuff to get the greenhouse up and operational. You excited?
Nope.
No.
I'm excited to have it operational, not excited about cleaning it.
Yeah, and of course it's April, and we had these beautiful days, 1 or 2 nice days, and now it feels like winter again. Yep. So it's kind of cold out today. So
but we're going to be in the greenhouse. So
yeah, hopefully the greenhouse is kind of warm. So this is the day. Let's get it started. Let's go. So we got the piggies all fed and the chickens taken care of this morning, and so we can focus on the greenhouse this weekend. It is not a sparkling day at Central Oregon, but it's a fair day. A little bit breezy, which makes it cold. Both the NFT systems are running fine, and my spinach is doing okay out here. Tough little plants, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, I guess we got all hayed up today. Hi girls, how are you? We gave them a lot of fresh hay to play with today, and they love the hay. So our greenhouse is a wreck. I did fill this one with water. I had a heater in it, but it didn't come on right. Hopefully it's working now. And is it cold?
It's not too bad.
Anyway,
I have gloves on, so.
Yeah, so what we're trying to do is we're going to be cleaning out tanks, getting all the Dutch buckets all cleaned out. Oh boy, we should have rinsed them out more.
Got to get the hose in.
So we're going to get dirty today, but this is a good thing. All right, so we're tearing into this place, starting to pull equipment out, pulling buckets out that have algae in them, rinsing them out, soaking pipes. Come over here, and we're pulling each one, pulling their pipes, soaking them in soapy water and bleach, and then I'm rinsing them out. We also find it kind of amazing how much stuff we had in here. And that's only 1 year's time. And yeah, so it's a slow process, but it's looking nicer already. I have 6 more buckets to go. Well, we're getting a little farther along. Got the Dutch buckets rinsed out, but we still got to hand wash them all. And a lot of the pipes were soaking in soap and bleach. Sherry's cleaning our floors and actually weeding along the edges here. And yeah, it's coming along really good. So it's really neat to see everything open up. And we kind of realized some of the things that we don't need to keep in here next time, and we'll take them to a different location and not use this as a storage. And I think I'll take a chance to put some shelves on this wall because we don't grow anything against these walls. But yeah, so it's getting there. We're gonna get a greenhouse back. Well guys, we're coming along pretty good. We're starting to work on the floating rafts. We're pumping some of the water out of there. Sherry's kind of figure out the best way to clean these tanks. And this is just water and bleach that we've been using to kind of kill off everything. And the water is pumping right out here. And yeah, we got a pretty good mess going on here, but coming a long ways. Well, it's taking a little while, but we got down to the bottom of the tanks. Sherry's just wiping them dry, and yeah, they're coming out really nice. And tops are washed already, so it's going to be reassembly here a little bit in a few minutes. But yeah, it's been quite a project. How you feel? What?
I expected it to be a project, but it'll be happy when we're done.
Yes. This is like a whole new greenhouse. Looking good, but we will do some processes a little different next year.
Such as?
When we shut this stuff down, get the water out, because any sitting water that has nutrients in it turns to algae. So it'll just make,
water isn't good anyway.
I mean, no matter what you're gonna do, you're gonna have the algae, but you can minimize it by draining more of the water out. It was our first year, but now we had to clean after ourselves once. It's like, okay, lesson learned. All right, guys, getting toward the end of the day. We still got to feed our piggies later tonight. We got to cook dinner. Propagator is all full. Got spinach and lettuce in there. Some of these are ready to go out to the floating rafts once I get them fired up and running. I did transfer a couple of my tomatoes because I planted too early, so some of the bigger ones, I'm trying to revive them to see if they'll live. I still got a few more that I'm going to try to transfer and save, but I think I'm going to lose most of them. And I started some new tomatoes down here, so we'll see how that goes. So anyway, guys, please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. We'd appreciate it. And thanks for watching. And guys, have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye now.
Our videos are made possible by Ranger Rob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.